You're about to drop serious money on a supercar. But which one keeps its value better? Ferrari or Porsche? Today we're diving into depreciation, resale values, and which brand is the smarter investment. Let's get into it. The brands, heritage and prestige. Ferrari is the ultimate dream car. The prancing horse represents racing pedigree, Italian passion, and exclusivity. Only about 10,000 Ferraris are made each year globally. Owning one is joining an elite club. Porsche is the thinking person's sports car. German engineering, reliability, and performance. They sell about 300,000 cars annually. More accessible, but still prestigious. Both brands have incredible heritage, but Ferrari's exclusivity gives it an edge in collector appeal. Initial depreciation, years 1 to 3. Here's where things get interesting. Most Ferraris, especially limited editions, actually appreciate in the first few years. Models like the SF90, 812 Superfast, and especially special editions often sell above sticker price on the secondary market. Dealers have wait lists and demand exceeds supply. Regular Porsches, like the 911 Carrera, depreciate normally, about 20 to 30% in 3 years. But GT models, the GT3, GT3 RS, and GT2 RS, those actually hold value or appreciate. Winner for initial depreciation. It's a tie, but only for special models. Regular Porsches depreciate. Regular Ferraris hold steady or appreciate. Long-term value, years 5 to 10. Looking at the 5-year mark, patterns emerge. Mainstream Ferrari models like the F8 Tributo typically retain 70 to 80% of their value after 5 years. That's exceptional for any car. The California and Portofino, being entry-level Ferraris, depreciate more, maybe 50 to 60%. Mainstream Porsche 911s retain about 60 to 70% after 5 years. Cayenne and Panamera, much worse, 40 to 50%. But Porsche GT models, 80 to 90% retention or even appreciation. Long-term winner? Ferrari edges out Porsche for mainstream models, but Porsche GT cars compete head-to-head. Limited editions, the investment-grade cars. This is where Ferrari absolutely dominates. Limited Ferrari models are financial investments. The LaFerrari launched at 1.4 million and now trades for 3 to 5 million. The 250 GTO sold for 48 million at auction. F40s have tripled in value. Ferrari deliberately limits production to create scarcity. Porsche limited editions also appreciate, but not at Ferrari levels. The Carrera GT launched at 440,000 and now sells for 1.2 to 1.5 million. The 918 Spider is worth more now than at launch, but the appreciation is slower. Limited edition winner, Ferrari by a landslide. Nothing appreciates like a rare Ferrari. Maintenance costs impact on value. Here's the hidden factor. Maintenance affects resale. Ferrari maintenance is expensive. Annual service runs 3 to 5,000. Major service every 5 years costs 15 to 25,000. Deferred maintenance kills resale value. A Ferrari with incomplete service records loses 20 to 30% of its value instantly. Porsche maintenance is much cheaper. Annual service runs 1 to 2,000. They're more reliable and parts are more available. Even without perfect records, Porsches hold value better because buyers aren't as terrified of ownership costs. This is huge. Ferrari's high maintenance costs scare away some buyers, affecting resale. Porsche's reliability helps maintain value. Market demand and buyer pool. Ferrari buyers are collectors and enthusiasts with deep pockets. The buyer pool is smaller but passionate. They'll pay premium prices for the right car. Ferrari ownership is emotional. Logic doesn't apply. Porsche has a much larger buyer pool. More people can afford a used 911 than a used Ferrari. Greater demand means easier selling, but also more supply in the market. Interestingly, Ferrari's smaller buyer pool helps value. Less supply, concentrated demand equals higher prices. Color and specification. Impact. Ferrari resale is heavily affected by color and specs. Rosso Corsa, red Ferraris with tan leather and manual transmissions hold value best. Weird colors or specs can kill resale by 20 to 30%. Ferrari buyers are traditional and conservative about specifications. Porsche buyers are more forgiving. While GT silver and black are popular, other colors don't destroy value as much. Options packages matter, but Porsche buyers are more practical about specs. Specification winner? Porsche is more forgiving, which helps resale flexibility. Brand production strategy. Here's the key difference in value retention. Ferrari intentionally makes fewer cars than market demand. They could sell 20,000 cars a year, but choose not to. This artificial scarcity protects values. Even when they announce production increases, it's controlled. Porsche makes more cars to meet demand. The 911 alone sees around 35,000 units annually. More supply means more depreciation for common models. But their GT division mimics Ferrari's strategy: limited production for special models. This production philosophy is why Ferraris hold value better overall. The real-world numbers. Let's look at specific examples. A 2020 Ferrari F8 Tributo, originally $300,000, is worth $250,000 to $270,000 today. That's 85 to 90% retention in 5 years. A 2020 Porsche 911 Carrera, originally $120,000, is worth $85,000 to $95,000 today. That's 70 to 75% retention. But a 2020 Porsche 911 GT3, originally $170,000, is worth $190,000 to $210,000 today. That's appreciation. The data shows Ferrari's mainstream models beat Porsche's mainstream models, but Porsche GT models compete with Ferraris. Insurance and hidden costs. Ferrari insurance runs $5,000 to $8,000 annually. High theft risk and expensive parts drive up premiums. Porsche insurance runs $2,000 to $4,000 annually. More common parts and better theft recovery rates help. These costs affect total cost of ownership, which impacts value perception. Cheaper ownership costs make Porsches more attractive to used buyers. The final verdict: if you want the best value retention overall, buy a limited edition Ferrari. Nothing appreciates like a rare prancing horse. You're not buying a car, you're buying an investment. If you want affordable value retention with lower risk, buy a Porsche GT3 or GT3 RS. These are the sweet spot of appreciation without Ferrari's exclusivity challenges. For mainstream models, Ferrari F8, Roma, and 812 hold value better than standard 911 Carreras. But Ferrari's maintenance costs eat into those gains. The smart money? Porsche GT cars offer the best balance of value retention, driving enjoyment, and manageable ownership costs. Ferrari limited editions are for collectors with unlimited budgets. Here's the truth: both brands hold value exceptionally well compared to mainstream cars. You can't go wrong with either if you buy smart, maintain perfectly, and spec appropriately. If this video helped you make a smarter supercar decision, smash that like button. Subscribe for more automotive investment advice, and comment below. Would you rather have a Ferrari 296 GTB or a Porsche 911 GT3 RS? Thanks for watching, and remember, buy the car that makes your heart race, but your head will thank you for choosing wisely. Peace out.